Excuse me, I might be in my throat again. I have a haul. And I turned the brightness down on my camera. I'm not sure if it's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. We'll see how it looks when I get it uploaded. So I went shopping today. I really didn't get a whole lot. Spent a whole lot, but didn't get a whole lot. But, you know, I guess that's just how it goes with crafting. So I went to Michael's. I bought this big laser cut frame. And this was $8. I used a 50% coupon on it. Can't believe I got a 50% coupon in the mail. But I did. So I bought this to, that mixed media canvas that I did. I was going to have it custom framed, and then I saw this, and I thought, you know, maybe this would look cooler, you know, than just a plain frame. And I thought, I'm sure having an enormous amount of wood. I'm sure I've got like a small plaque that I was going to put at the bottom here. And then, I have these wood letters that Diana gave me, and I was thinking about spelling out the cat's name right here. So I was thinking about painting it black, and then maybe going on the edges with some gold rub and buff. Ooh, sorry. I need to buy some. I think I'm gonna buy some. You know, the Viva. Leafing, you know, the rub and buff equivalent in the Viva brand, because the caps are breaking, and you know, I'm losing a lot in the tubes, so I'm gonna use up the tubes, and I don't think I'll be buying the tubes again. I think I'm just gonna buy Viva, 'cause so much of it goes to waste. Is that Michael's? Yes, this is Michael's. I got some white charcoal pencils. These were the only ones I could find that weren't part of a set, you know, where it was just the white charcoal. I paid $3 for it. She tried to charge me, what was it, $5, and I was like, well, I don't want it if it's $5, you know. So I had her go back and check the price, and sure enough, it was $3. So I went ahead and bought it, and that'll last me a while. And then, gosh, sorry, my throat is just really caca. And I wanted to go to Michael's for Valentine's paper, because the only Valentine's paper I have is in the Tim Holtz like seasonal pack where it has all the holidays. That's the only Valentine's paper I have. And I hadn't gone to Michael's since Christmas, so I don't know if they even ordered it or not, but there was nothing out, so I don't even know if they ordered the Valentine's paper, because I couldn't even find a slot for Valentine's paper. But I got these 4 laser cut hearts. That was the only Valentine's eating that I wanted. And then I bought this box because I wanted to have my charcoal stuff in it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do, because I wanted to stick my my willow charcoal in this tin, so that it didn't get broken up and have the tin inside this, but turns out my tin is too long. So I was gonna make little dividers in it with with tongue depressors, but I need to have the willow charcoal in something where they're not going to get broken up. And I wanted everything inside this box, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. That's what I got at Michael's. Hearts were 44 cents. The box was $3.50. I went to Ross. I got this pack of watercolors. I'm not too familiar with what brands are good, what brands are not good. This was $4. I figured it was a better brand than the Walmart brand, the Simply Art brand. But I don't know. And I'm kind of just, these tubes don't even have names on them. You know, names of the colors, so I don't know if Pinelli is actually a good brand or not, but I guess if it's a bad brand, it'll be a good brand to practice with. I'll get myself some 90-pound paper and practice on the 90-pound, and then work my way to the 140 pound. But yeah, $4 for that. Went to the Dollar Tree to get some ice cream bars, the strawberry shortcake bars. It's kind of my treat every time we go into, you know, whenever we drive the 45 minutes to go to the craft store. And these were marked down to 25 cents at the Dollar Tree, so I bought it. I don't know what I'm going to use them for. I don't have babies. I don't have friends who have babies. But I figure there may, you know, come a time where I'm going to need something babyish, and for 25 cents, why not? We went to Joann's. I bought this pad of paper. It was $6. I don't know. I generally like to get pads that are more than 24 sheets, especially for $6. But the images were really striking, and I really loved them. And this is the one that I liked the most. I love gnomes. It was really hard not to pick out a whole bunch of... They had like their fairy garden, like stuff to do your own little fairy gardens marked down 30%. And I really wanted the gnomes and the fairies, but I need them to be marked down a little bit more than 30%. But who knows, maybe they'll still have it next month and I can get myself some little gnomes and do my own little gnome garden. But yeah, it's Garden by Paper House. And I got myself a new rotary blade for my giant honkin' trimmer that I don't like to use. I used a coupon, so I paid $3 for that. This was on clearance. Stays on opaque roasted coffee. I'm really hoping this is dark because they wanted $10 for sorry. They wanted $10 for just a black stamp pad. And I wasn't going to pay that. And this has the roasted coffee stamp pad and the inker. I don't know what the inker is. But I thought it was a decent deal for $6. But I'm hoping it'll be dark enough so that I can do some coloring. Oh, it's a re-inker. Okay, so that, yeah. I haven't even taken it out yet. Oh. Well, dang. I was so excited. I thought I thought I was getting an already inked pad in whatever the inker was, but that's okay. It's okay. And we'll see how dark that is. Hopefully it's dark. And I had some of their beading stuff on sale. These were each 50 cents. I was gonna give one to my mom, or use one for the advent calendar for my mom this year. Give one to Shay. I don't know which one yet. But they're pendants, and then maybe have my mom make me a couple necklaces with the other two. So then I went to Tuesdays. I got this cross stitch for a friend as a gift. And I got this pack of Graphic 45 paper. Christmas Emporium. This is the first time I've ever bought like the packs of all the same sheet of paper. But I thought that these squares would be perfect for 6x6 card fronts. And they're really classic-y looking, you know. I have a habit of making really cheesy Christmassy things, you know, really bright colors. And but I thought this would give me an opportunity to make some classic-y Christmas cards. And, you know, because they're already split into tiles like this, they'd be perfect to cut into quarters and then share. And that's the back. Paid $4 for that. This one didn't have a price tag. I was like, this doesn't have a tag. So she goes back, she grabs a pack of Graphic 45 die cuts that are $7. And she rings it up, and I'm like, well, the other Graphic 45 pads of, you know, stacks of paper are only $4. And she's like, well, I couldn't find any other stack of paper, so I went back and I grabbed another stack of paper, and I'm like, look, they're $4. It's $7 for the punch outs. I don't want that. I want the paper. So I got my $4 stack. And then I paid $1 for this. It's cooking themed. I've really been wanting to do a recipe book swap. And there's a friend I have in mind that I've been wanting to ask really bad, but I know she's going through a lot right now financially. So I don't want to, sorry, glare again, glare, oh, there's glare everywhere. I really don't want to put that pressure on her and ask her, so, I don't know. If I do ever ask her, I think it'd be really fun, but I really don't want to put her in a tight spot. So anyways, that's my giant $50 haul right there. Paid $1 for this. There's 12 sheets in it. And I guess that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.